everybody. Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Jovi.
Tonight we got to see an early screening. Shout out again to the Grand Shucket, our partners in the review game, for setting us up for us. Stick around to the end of the video. You'll hear a little bit about them. So today's screener was for Polite Society, a comedy action film from director and writer Nida Manzoor. I actually looked her up.
She done anything notable?
She hasn't done anything you've seen. She's directed two episodes of Doctor Who, which I don't think you watch. But she directed 2 episodes of the season before last, one called regarding Nikola Tesla, and another one about these aliens called the Jadoon.
Did you like those episodes?
Only one of them was okay.
Okay.
But, hey, this one was good. But, this one stars Priya. Actually, I want to get her name correct, so I'm going to find it. It stars, Priya Kansara and Ritu Arya as two sisters. One, a martial artist who is aspiring to be a stunt woman, and the other, an art school dropout, just kind of searching for her purpose in life. But when the dropout suddenly becomes engaged, the martial artist does not like it.
At all.
And in order to save her sister, she plans a wedding heist. I watched one teaser for this film at another movie we were at. I forgot what it was, but it was a teaser for this movie at another movie we were at, and I was like, I think we're gonna see this soon.
Yeah, because I kept seeing it. Like all the smaller films that we watched always had a preview for this.
Okay.
But I never connected the two because we got this invite a while ago.
Yeah.
And so it was on the calendar, and I'm like, Polite Society, this has to be a prep school movie.
Right, yeah. I didn't think it was going to be what it was.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the preview has you laugh out loud with the makeup or the disguises. But so
this guy is the loudest I've ever heard him howl laughing when they showed it in the actual movie, because that's still my favorite part. Even though the movie had some funny parts, that the disguises in that scene were hilarious.
Yeah, man. So the movie is broken into 5 chapters. Yeah. Right? And let me start with what I like. Because actually very little I disliked in this film. So this might sound like a gush fest, honestly. So one thing I appreciated, the film is just entertaining to watch, even when you're not really getting, like, hey, what are we going to do? Like, the actual, I guess, the main narrative doesn't really start for a while. Because you don't even meet the husband until the 2nd chapter, which is maybe...
You hear about him.
Maybe 20, 25 minutes in. Yeah, you hear about him from in the first one. But, normally I hate that. I remember specifically Ant-Man, when they were just doing stuff. And I was like, bro, when are you actually going to get to your mission in this movie? You know what I mean? So normally I hate that. But this one, I mean...
It's funny, man.
It's a testament to the actors. The main character, her name is Rhea in the film. And that is who Priya plays. Yeah. She is phenomenal. She is great. She brings so much energy to the role. She's fun and funny and determined and like she has such a vivid personality and imagination that, at first when I was watching it, I couldn't tell if what we were watching was real or if it was how she saw the world. Right. Because some of her friends are just outrageous.
That's what I enjoy about the film.
Yeah.
Because it's her universe.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, everything is real. Everything that happens, I mean, she's not imagining it. Yeah. But it's just, it's kind of fantastical. Yeah. And it's really entertaining.
It's entertaining, outrageous, just fun.
Yeah, man. So outside of, and her and her friends, I really like. The dialogue was, it's very rare that a movie is funny every time it wants to be funny. Like, I don't remember a joke really missing in this one. And like, it was executed very well.
There was someone in the middle of the theater that found everything just gut, like, from the bottom of their stomach laughing. That was like, yo, it was funny, but it wasn't that funny.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's like,
I laugh, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then maybe that person was from England, and maybe that person is Pakistani. Like, maybe they just found everything that they were saying hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Because it reminded them of somebody. But I laughed the entire time, but I wasn't like, oh! But them disguises, him laughing made our whole road laugh because you just busted out laughing.
So that's the thing. When the engagement happens, the sister's like, I'm going to marry this person. Rhea is like, she's determined to stop it. You don't really understand why she wants to stop it till the very end of the movie. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm trying not to spoil anything. She is a good reason to stop it, like in the middle of the movie.
Yes.
But then you don't find out her original reason for wanting to stop it until the very end.
It's more of a heartwarming reason.
Yeah.
Which is, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Like, the relationships, like you were saying, like the friendships, and then even the relationship with her sister, like those were written well too.
Yeah, they were written well, and they were acted well. Everyone had good chemistry in the film.
It felt real. It's like, no, you know that, especially the sister, like, you know she's an actor and she does other things that everybody else you really haven't seen except for like the main antagonist, the mom. Like, she's been in other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. So going back to Rhea's imagination, when she looks at the mother. Like, the clouds come over the sky, the music gets dark, it's so fun, and then, like, you know, they snap back to reality, and she's just standing there staring at her. Like, that's that's what I'm saying. I was like, is this in your imagination? But it turns out that person's actually evil. Like, it's so good.
Like, evil. But I said it as soon as they showed her. I was like, she's evil.
Yeah, man.
I was like,
then, you know, in certain scenes, you see her just sitting, lurking in a corner with her legs crossed. Right? It's like the perfect, it's like the perfect evil villain. Like, so I guess maybe she just recognizes people for what they are.
Right.
But I mean, so, like, outside of the comedy and the acting, like the plot itself is great. I mean, the wedding heist, quote unquote, when she's determined to stop the wedding, the plan she goes through were some of the best parts of the movie. I think those are in between chapters 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. She the whole disguise thing. She had to sneak into a gym basically to try to spy on this dude to get information on him, and she puts on this disguise that is it is so bad. Her and her friend both do it.
So when I laughed out loud again because once she put a hat on, she looks like this shoe artist, Vic Almighty. and Vic Almighty, and we have to put a picture of him up because when you look this up, when you're editing, you're going to die laughing. She looks exactly like that man. And I was just chuckling just in my seat, just like, why would they do this?
Bruh.
Who?
It was the disguise in the walk for me, man.
The walk made everything that much more funny, man. And you said the music too. It's like everything. I don't know this director.
Yeah,
or
right.
This writer.
That's why I looked her up.
From Tom, but it's like, yo, you understand film and feeling. Like, even the subtlest things were all done. It's like, you had this opportunity, you knocked it out the park.
Yeah, no. And speaking of that, I mean, real quick, the other stuff she does, like with like used condoms, was hilarious too.
Yes,
he was laughing really hard at that
because it's like it's her reality. So she's not old enough, I guess, to know that you're not filling up on right, you know.
I got you.
So it's like she doesn't understand how things work. So it's like we're in her reality. In her reality, you're fighting, you're getting thrown, you're really doing choreography, you're really spinning, your sister's really like going through this situation. But then you're like, oh shit, it's not just her reality.
The movie gets really ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like this is reality.
Right.
And
it's still good.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. But the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to hand it to you. He touched on it. Just the actual cinematography was great. I mean, like camera work, like I say, that the camera itself is a character.
Perfect panning, perfect cutting.
It was great. I mean, the editing was great. The choreography. I mean, even though this isn't, I guess this is more a comedy than an action. Yeah. The action was good when it was on. Mm-hmm. Like you said, the choreography was great.
Get a Bollywood dance.
The sound was great. Yeah. I mean, you get that. There's a scene with that. It was all good. I loved it. So like you said, this director and writer and director, because they did both, knocked it out the park. I loved it.
They need to be able to do more films.
Yeah.
And I love that it was just like, again, when we were sitting down, I was like, I don't know if we're going to get all the jokes, right? Mm-hmm. She managed to make it accessible to everybody, even though this was based in England. What part?
London.
London. They were based in London, and they were Pakistani. That's not something we were supposed to get. Like, we weren't supposed to laugh the entire time, but it was just good. It was just this experience of this character. The best example I could give is, like, Scott Pilgrim. Like, how, like, that was so funny and outrageous because it was a manga first. Mm. And then, but this was just out of somebody's brain. That's cool to me.
Right.
And again, this idea that you think you're in you're imagining things, but as the movie goes on, you're like, whatever world this is, 685 is crazy. It's a crazy world where people literally battle it out.
Yeah, man. They were like, the stuff was actually happening. Yeah. Like it's like, man.
I have nothing. That's wild. I have nothing bad to say, and I'll mention it like at the end where it was a very good climax. I was so entertained by the action that I just was like, I don't want to see nothing mushy. I want something crazy to happen again. And that's my only, but that's not even a bad thing. That's just somebody good writing. I'm just the one that wants action the whole way through because you gave it to me. You gave me an action comedy with some very, very light, slow moments. There was not a lot of moments where I wasn't getting story and it was no type of filler. It was just like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. Even the runtime was
hour and a half of just this awesome quarter of a chapter book. Like it was good. So I don't have anything else to say. I feel like we've hit on it.
Yeah, we hit on everything. I mean, I think this one's one I'd recommend. I would watch this again. Yes. Most definitely.
And we'll probably catch other things. Because I know there was stuff in the background happening that we weren't paying attention to.
It had to be. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, just thinking about some of the ridiculous stuff. Like, like how the spa people became ninjas. All of a sudden. All right, what are you going to give this shit, yo?
Gosh, man. I'm scoring this. I had a good time. So I'm giving this a 4.
You know what? Like, as I was coming in, I was like, I was trying to think what I was going to give it. I actually can't think of anything bad.
Right.
Like, and I would watch it again, and it utterly shocked and surprised me. I'm actually going to go with a 5 on this one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So your small couch review score is a 4.5.
4.5. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a 4.5. Like it. That was a fun time in the movies.
Yeah, man. So Polite Society, I think it is. I know it is out this weekend. When you watch it, let us know what you think right down there. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the little bell. Ding. All right, and thank you so much for watching, guys. And until next time, we out.
Deuces.
Shout out to our friends over at the Grand Shuck It. They really do hold it down, and if you don't know who they are, you will definitely want to. So go check out their website at thegrandshuckit.com. There you will find all you will ever need in the world of anime, manga, TV shows, movies, books, comic books, video games. They have it all in one nice, simple, consolidated space. They post written reviews on all that stuff, and they have several hundred episodes of podcasts that are, quite frankly, hilarious. So go ahead, check out their website. Again, thegrandshuckit.com. And also give them a follow on Twitter. That way you will never not be in the know.